Hi there. Welcome to this series that I have started. Basically, for this series, there's not going to be any editing in the videos whatsoever. It's just going to be me playing a game and talking about basically, I guess you could say opinions on it, but more so like a point of view of a fellow game developer on what I might try to do if I were to be one of the game developers on the crew, right? Obviously, I'm not, and the extent of my experience isn't the same as someone else's. So these are all purely based on opinion, and yeah. Anyway, enjoy.
Alright, so I just made a post saying I'm not recording because I'm tired, but I'm just gonna read the update log while playing the game. So we're gonna start from the beginning. I know you've already heard some of the squads, but I'm reading it again.
Yes.
Ennard actually got content. He got a few skins and 2 emotes, which is the most. It says the Mimic, or I guess the project, can do the Macarena now, but I didn't see that. New UI. There's now, if I go barricade this door and get off, this icon shows up until I can barricade a door again. Uh, VIP got a buff, so you gain more scrap for each round. Fighter, as you can see right here, got an HP buff. Max HP is now 110. Daily rewards are now in the game. Why did they put daily rewards on the update log twice? Son, I'm crying. They really wanted you to know about those daily rewards. What? Oh, Springtrap's definitely faster. I still had him. Run away!
What?
Actually,
Went through him.
if I die here, I can read the change login piece. That hurt a lot. Oh, I thought this was a single door. I might be dead. Help. Yeah, I'm dead. Oh well. Literally everything costs more now. All the survivors you don't buy are more expensive now. Any new survivor emotes? No. Any new skins for any of these guys? Not for customer. What about medic? No. And security guard? No. Fighter get another skin? No. Cool. Yeah, everything. Survivors cost more to get. All of the skins for the killers cost more to get as well. Except, you know, Ennards, because they didn't exist. Um. Door barricade cooldown from 5 to 8 seconds, so now you have to wait 8 seconds before barricading a door again instead of 5. You can max door hits went from 5 to 3, so the killer can hit a max of 3 times before the door breaks instead of 5. LMS 6 a.m. opens 2 exits. Oh, LMS 6 a.m. So if you're in LMS and you hit 6 a.m., 2 exits will open, which I'm assuming prevents them from just camping the exit at the end of the match if they're losing, because there is nothing you can do. If they weaken you enough and they just camp the exit, you just lose. So that is nice. Mimic Drill hitbox is smaller, Mimic Drill windup is shorter, Mimic Speed Mode changes max stamina instead of stamina depletion and regen. Those are all I believe
systems operational. Thank you for your cooperation.
I'm not sure about the max stamina thing. I guess it's a better visual, but I still think speed mode should be 65 or 60, and the other modes should stay 70 like the other killers. And honestly, I don't even think that's good. I think they should be somewhat slower but have more stamina. Kind of like how Forsaken does it, because being outpaced by someone who has enough of a brain to stamina manage is just not fun. For Ennard, his grab hitbox is bigger, and he stuns for 0.3 seconds. Springtrap applies deafness effect. Yeah, that's all Ennard got, by the way. His grab stuns you and goes further. Springtrap applies deafness effect with scream. So when he screams, it also gives you deafness. I'm assuming that just means you can't hear him. This effect seems to have come out with this update because I didn't hear it at all, and now like everyone has it. Security guard got 0.1 second of stun. So when they land the taser, they stun for a second, I guess. Fighter got a lot of changes. Fighter got a lot of buffs, actually. He has higher
You know
max
what?
HP, like you guys
I owe an
saw.
apology. I owe an apology to every single milestone 4 guest 1337 player. Every single one.
Is Fighter worse?
Because the fighters I have seen in this game, granted the character is worse than guest somehow, but wow. Wow.
Fighter blindness lasts longer. Fighter gives deafness as well as blindness. Fixes and changes. I haven't gotten to this part yet, so this is all new for you as well, Quaz. Gameplay fixes. Fixed gifting. Fixed medic, able to heal survivors when distant. Fixed barrier and warehouse where you get stuck in a turbine. What? Fixed spot that made you stuck in the forest. No, you didn't. I literally just got stuck there. Fixed spot or warehouse. Fixed spot and warehouse, you get stuck in warehouse. Fix some mimic jump spots. Entered fixes and changes. Entered disguise throw minion ability. Fixed glitchy entered disguising, pop in and out. That was nice. I lost more entered rounds by getting forced into the floor for trying to play him properly than I did by just being bad at him. And I caught those on recording too, by the way. Security guard cameras no longer able to ping entered in disguise. Damn it. Delayed entered LMS by 4 seconds so you can hear the beginning. Fixed entered camera going into the ground. System and performance. Fixed lobby not loading on mobile and console. Modified door network reduces door face planting. Survivor and ability fixes. Healer no longer sees their own health. Fixed silenced, allowing you to use abilities. Fixed pressing space / shift T-posing / A-posing when emote. Emotes. Added low cortisol emote to survivors. Added entered low cortisol emote. Added entered flex emote. Fixed shop / inventory emotes that don't loop. Go into non-animated pose after ending. Added bird brain emote. Added pop dat emote. Added math emote. Added good for you emote. Fixed wire eyes getting stuck on the pizzeria's playground walls. Here is what I will say to that. Some of the emotes that they're listing here are genuinely not in the shop anywhere. Like, I've checked, I haven't seen them. So
They probably got removed after the update.
maybe.
Just because they were bugged or something.
Macarena emote not in, sorry. We're adding back DSD, just nerfing it a bit. Okay, so they did actually... Whatever DSD... I guess it's an actual gameplay mechanic.
Yeah.
They removed it and it's getting nerfed. Comes in next patch with some bug fixes. Removed hero
Wait, they
back.
removed the decreased stamina drain?
Ooh, this... I'm not the biggest fan of some of these hitbox changes, because they're... I mean... It's... Yeah. Some of the hitboxes are a bit... So dramatic. Did they add more entered voice lines so I don't have to listen to the same fucking voice line every single time I transform? So lifeless. Ah ha ha. Not for long. Burned into my brain. Okay. Anyway. Wow. That got done fast. So, Quaz. Since this isn't actually a video on characters and it's more so about the update itself, let me ask you some questions, and I'll also answer these as well. Because this is more so looking at the update than the specific skins. Each skin that came out is getting its own video. Whenever, like tomorrow, when I have the time and energy for it, because it is 12:30 a.m. for me right now. I was literally on my way to bed and I saw Fusion's video. Molten Freddy is insane in Bite by Night, so I was like, I gotta hop on. So yeah, now I'm here. But if you were to add a survivor in the next update, what would it be?
Based on Five Nights at Freddy's, that's kind of hard because they've already fulfilled like all the roles.
Oh, hi, Mr. Mimic. I know that.
I wish you could have someone that would more directly.
Yep.
What if you could have like a tank? Like no survivors so far can just like sponge damage yet. Like some of them
What would
are.
their abilities be?
All right, hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out.
just got
You
locked
give
out.
someone a spring lock costume that comes with like tremendous defense, but at the cost of having to do a mini game or something or other to keep it up.
Dude, this guy
they
wants
get-
me so bad.
That gets like made worse by that gets made worse
Okay,
the
swap
longer yeah.
Whoa, they made that better. Energy wire eyes, whatever the hell they're called, are a lot easier to get off now. I didn't have to shake for as long or as aggressively. But yeah, so like, I could see potentially like a worker, and it's like they have a spring lock suit, and it makes them.
Yeah, having a spring lock costume would be really cool.
Ooh.
That like
Yeah, you could
like-
put on the Springlock costume, and it's kind of like the chance of this game, where it has a chance to absorb some of the hits you take, so like you take less damage overall, like Jane Doe's,
Yeah.
But
it could also
Shatter
hurt
Point,
you a lot
but it could
more.
also like Springlock you, which holds you
Yeah.
in place and deals like insane bleed. Yeah,
yeah.
I could see that. That would be a good way to implement a chase or chance kind of character. It's this guy again. He wants me so bad with this specific thing. I guess, bro. Hi, I'm gonna die. Can you help?
Yeah, maybe.
I accidentally turned on my light. That shit shook me.
I can help as much as I am able. They're gonna block off that choke point with the stupid eye things, yeah.
Yeah, I think they're so weak compared to everyone else's anti-loop. Even
Yeah.
the Mimic has better anti-loop than him, and I complain about the Mimic a lot because he's the only one without any form of projectile or long-ranged attack.
Yeah, give me
He's-
10 more seconds and I got another taser.
He's like the Slasher of this game if Slasher was overcomplicated for some reason. But yeah, anyway, enough complaining about,
Dude.
is he still
Oh wait,
chasing
no,
me?
that is actually a person. I was about to say,
Oh,
they're
shit,
running
hi.
directly towards you. Final bow.
I appreciate the reference. But yeah, for me, I do like the idea of the worker, actually. I had a different idea. What was it? It was gonna be...
Oh, it actually, Ennard actually copies their class now. I just hit them with a full charge taser.
It was gonna be like a manager, I think. Yeah, manager. It would be like... This would be a really cool idea. The manager... Oh my gosh. The manager would be like... They would have two abilities. I don't know what the other one would be, but I know one would be a remote, and to get the ability charge to use it, you would have to gain... Oh my god, I hate this so much.
You could also get one that like have you seen you played like the Robloxing Until Dawn, right?
A little bit.
Do you remember Jane Doe in the Robloxing Until Dawn?
No. I didn't make a
basically, she
video
had
on it, so I don't remember
She had a
much about
heal,
it.
but that's not the important part. The important part is her team boost ability, which just as it says, it'll
Oh, that's what
boost
it would
the
be.
speed of-
Right.
It's like an AoE speed boost. Oh,
Got him.
oh,
Run.
that'll work. That'll work.
Keep chasing me, you bum! That wasn't
I'm just gonna eat. I'm gonna eat the damage.
God damn it, I hate this guy. Leave me alone! Okay, anyway, manager. So that just reminded me of what the other ability would be. So one would be pay raise, where everyone around you gets a temporary speed buff when you use it. And the other one is this really cool thing I thought about. Basically, this guy has, I guess it would be a passive as well. But basically, when he's in the round, a remote will spawn somewhere on the map that only he can see. And when he picks it up, he can remotely stun the killer for like a very small amount of time. Like, because it's the remote to the animatronics, and he's the manager.
Yeah.
So it would be like a kill switch, but it doesn't work forever because they're all possessed or whatever. I don't know the lore of this game. But yeah, like something like that would be really cool. For killers, who do you think out of all the FNAF characters?
That's really hard. Like, not part of the confirmed roster because the one I most want is Withered Foxy, because I think having like a fast like jumping killer would be tough.
Foxy would just be the entire, like, if speed mode mimic got like insane buffs.
An entire character.
Yeah, an entire kit. Yeah. I think honestly, it's really hard because there's not a lot of other characters in FNAF that would
fit the
be
archetype.
their own killer. Yeah. I should probably switch to one of the entered skins. Actually, no, I'll get the entered skins tomorrow. Right now I'm just playing and talking about it. But basically, right, I think what I would do for a killer, out of the animatronics that we have, ooh, this is a tough one, because Springtrap made sense, Entered makes sense. I think Nightmare would be a good one, and he has like an invisibility. Because if you think about it, right, every single character that they've done has been the final boss of whatever game they're in, right? Mimic is the only actual threat in Secret of the Mimic. Springtrap is the only real character in FNAF 3. Entered is the final boss of Sister Location. Right?
Oh, you too.
So like they would have to be like the big bad of their respective games. Freddy Fazbear's an obvious pick, but I don't think I would go with him just because there's not a whole lot you can do with his kit that's not already being done with someone else. For FNAF 2, I'd probably say the puppet, but the puppet's already confirmed. So yeah. For FNAF 4, I would genuinely
and it's probably
say,
the
like,
next
Nightmare
killer
or
too.
Nightmare Fredbear. And like make one of them have a skin of the other. Right? So like it's Nightmare Fredbear's the killer and then there's a Nightmare skin for him. And vice versa, whichever one gets chosen. So like Nightmare would probably, what would he be though? I feel like he would be the Sixer of this game. Like almost how Sixer works, but he would be able to go invisible because he's Nightmare, right? He's like all a dream, so like he can just disappear at will. But yeah. Or Fredbear would be another good killer because he's like the big bad of UCN. Now I am also debating on if Glitchtrap would be his own killer or just a skin for Springtrap. Probably the latter.
You would have, I think I would have Glitchtrap work like, do you know like that work kind of like Painter, like, because I think you don't know the SCP they came from, but they work kind of like Painter, like remotely like disrupting the battlefield in order to kill people. They're not like a direct threat themselves, but everything they control is.
That's what that is. Oh my god, wait. I understand now. That's why they kill. Okay, so I was confused last time I played this because I was like, why can the killers just suddenly randomly break down the doors in one hit? The doors have a max amount of hits.
They have a max like amount of hits. Yeah.
That's really good actually. I take back what I said before recording. It didn't make it on recording, so it doesn't really matter, but I take back what I said. Ow. Do we have a medic? No, we don't.
No, we don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, Doug, I know who you... Oh, wait, I can force enter to remotely come out because I stun them now.
Well, I can too, but I have to be close range, so I take damage if I do that.
So you'll take damage from it, but I don't.
Security guard might be better than fighter. Especially now. I think he might have been before if you had good teammates to back you up, because he is the only really teammate-dependent character.
I don't know. Security guard is already still pretty good solo.
But yeah,
Okay, they're hopping back into like that one bacon hair dude.
So
The fighter.
Glitch Trap, would Glitch Trap be his own thing, or would he be like Spring Trap? If he
I
was
would
added?
have in DVD he's his own thing. No, in DVD he's
a
like a
skin for
skin, but
Springtrap.
I mean,
but
but
Spring Trap's the
in
only FNAF character in Dead by Daylight.
but in this game, I think like I said, I would have him be like Painter. Like they can't they don't actually directly interface with the game, but they like indirectly like trigger like traps and stuff through the battlefield that can mess with survivors and or kill them.
Oh, that's new. They updated his skin stealer ability to where it's actually the class that they were now instead of just always
Yeah.
being customer. That's actually pretty good. Because that's how I would tell before, is if they were a customer, they were probably entered, because no one plays customer past the first, like, opening minutes of
I
the
don't know,
game.
customer is really good because it gave survivors decreased stamina drain.
Yeah, I know who you are, buddy.
Oh. Yeah,
You're not fooling anybody.
also you aren't punished at all for missing the taser.
True. Okay. Now, let me ask this question to you. I will probably have different answers than you because I'm a game dev and you're not. But how would you go about balancing this game? Like taking this game and trying to make it as fair as possible for both sides. What would you do?
Okay.
And then I'm probably gonna end the recording and just upload this as a video with no editing.
Let's see. I would nerf security guard. I don't know
Probably.
how it needs to be done, but I would nerf security guard. I would make
Probably
I
make
would,
it deal damage for overcharging. Like if it goes all the way, it just explodes and hits you.
maybe, or like I just want there to be like some penalty for missing, because it's ridiculous that you get a reduced time if you miss.
I think in general, what I would do for security guard in particular is using the gun at all holds you in place for a second. Whether it's if you miss or land it, it holds you in place.
That's kind of what it does. It'll like, yeah, that's not the right one.
But,
That's
like,
what I thought.
That allows the killer, if they go for you immediately after you tase them, it allows them to get a hit in, so you kind of have to wager if you want to, you know, if you want to go for them, or if you want to,
Yeah, fair enough.
like, to help your team, or if you need to save yourself. And
Yeah.
also, having it, what's it called? Having it hold you still when you miss is just, you know, you get punished for missing, which creates counterplay. He tried to hit me, but I just ran past him and walked out the door. He's disguised at the exit. I just walked past him. I somehow got 68 damage and perfectly countered. Alright, what about fighter? How would you change fighter? I already know what I'm saying to this.
Yeah, well, it's probably going to be what you're going to say, because I think Die of Death's interpretation was probably the best.
Yeah.
If you want a
Make
if
block
you
and
want
punch separate.
Yeah, if you want a block and punch, just have it not require one to land the other.
Yeah, like you get hit and then suddenly you have the strength to attack someone, lock in. That doesn't even make logical sense.
Remove piercing attacks only for remove piercing attacks for the any blocked attacks.
Yeah, force a blocked attack to exclusively hit the person who blocked it.
Yeah.
Also,
Even if you miss, I think that's fine.
I think honestly keep the stun as it is currently without the stacks.
Yeah.
Like the base
No, I
stun
like
for
the
just
stacks.
one
The
charge.
stacks are cool.
How would you get stacks then?
By blocking.
Oh, so blocking just
Like,
stacks it, but doesn't.
yeah,
You
yeah,
just have
you
one
don't need this.
by default.
Yeah, it'll just improve. It
Okay, yeah, I can
encourages
see
you
that,
to
yeah.
hold on to it for the right moment, or just use it in a bad situation.
I was
Because
gonna
you'll always have it, but you'll also always get benefits from hitting it, like hitting a parry beforehand.
Fair enough. I was gonna say, oh, there's a highlight for VIP. I could have that, but I don't like being different.
Oh, you can turn it off?
Yeah, I have it turned off. Every game that I have VIP in, I always turn it off. That's the first thing I go.
I suppose. I don't, there's not an option to turn it off in, like, DRG, but I wouldn't want to because I love that game.
Fair enough.
Doesn't, like, mark me as a sweat or anything either.
I just want it because I don't like games that are just massive grind fests. So I get it just so that I can get currency and XP faster, and I don't care about people knowing if I have VIP or not. But yeah, for me, what I was gonna say until you brought up that point is, just make block and attack separate things, keep attack at its base level, and put it on like a 35-second cooldown.
Like,
maybe.
I genuinely
short.
saving.
We'll see.
I like saving a stack or something. Yeah, I saw them coming. I just didn't care all that much.
The other thing I would say is if you gave.
Let the other one hit me. Oh, actually.
If you remove the slowness from M1s and gave the killers the same kind of stamina that they have in Forsaken, it would probably give you the ability to speed up rounds, which is just overall better for a game's lifetime, because then it— oh god, I'm gonna die.
Oh, yeah, you might be— oh,
no, I
okay then.
Survived that, I guess.
Give me 13 seconds and I can—
I missed.
I can throw another taser out.
But yeah, it's better for a game's lifeline if it can be beat if the rounds aren't that long, just because then it makes it to where you don't have as many, like, you don't have to set aside like 10 minutes just to get one round in.
I want a timer freezer character. That's what I want.
Yeah.
Do you think they could draw from non-FNAF stuff? Because if so, you could.
They said they're going FNAF only for killers, but skins will be non-FNAF as well.
I see.
That's what the official devs have said. I'm dead.
You're no longer part of the show.
The shake screen really disorients you. That's a well done mechanic. Medic. How would you change medic?
How much you can do?
First of all, reduce the amount of shield you can gain from the medic. Like, maybe 15. Maybe. Or just instead of getting shield from the medic at all on a new survivor, that's whole point is to give you shield. And like support in that way. Like they support by giving you shield, and maybe they're like TAF where they also have a tripwire or something they could slow the killer with. I don't know, I'm just coming up with
an
stuff.
Important point that a lot of asymmetrical games have neglected is that well, that this one has, at least. Every single source of overheal in every other asymmetrical game decays. This one specifically does not. Yeah, dog, I don't think that disguise is working. I saw
Partially,
you die.
I mean, Jane Doe's doesn't decay unless you get hit.
That's an effect and it's only like 3 seconds.
No, I mean like her shatter point. That's
oh yeah, that's because it's part of her kit.
Fair enough.
That's why my overhealth doesn't decay. It's also part of my kit.
There's no overhealth in Battle of the Buried. I'm just gonna stop.
Well, yeah, because you die in one shot with most killers.
Yeah, so medic, give them lowered self-heal Because, like, it's a lot harder to perform procedures on yourself than it is others because, you know, you're limited by what you can do to yourself. So I feel like it would be fair if it does less. But yeah, remove. I would honestly like give the shield as something that a new support survivor can do, and remove the overshield from medic. Medic should literally just be like Elliot.
No, I could keep overhealth, but let it decay. Like I said. Like.
There as well. Except with security guard, because that's part of their thing is that they spawn
Yeah.
with some. I would also, no, that's it for medic. Customer is the last one, and then we move on to killers. What would you do to customer?
Stop giving decreased stamina regen for like decreased stamina use for customer because
For the soda?
because Loki it's kind of busted because it's busted on killer too.
You know what I would do?
Before they apparently removed it.
You know what I would do? So I've done some digging actually. So first of all, soda should work basically like it does in Forsaken, right?
Right.
I think maybe potentially give it a longer wind up, but also give it a little bit of like a faster stamina regen or something, because it is supposed to energize you and hype you up while you, because you know, sugar or whatever. But for the pizza, again pulling from Forsaken, Shidletsky slows him to get 40 HP. This does basically nothing for 20% of your lost HP guaranteed. Instantly, not like over time, instantly, with barely any wind up. That is busted. Give it a decent amount of wind up where if you click it and the killer runs into you, you will lose. Kind of thing. Right, so you have to be strategic about when you use it. You can't just eat it whenever it comes off cooldown. But yeah, that's it for survivors. Let's move on to animatronics, and I'm gonna try and keep this along a little because we're already 30 minutes in. The Rotting Corpse Furry Man. These names are a little silly, I can't lie to you. They should have at least done something a bit different. The project is not terrifying at all. Who's gonna tell, bro? But yeah. Other than that, I mean, I get it for copyright reasons, but I feel like they should change the names again in the future to just make them a bit more, like, something.
Yeah.
Especially the Mimic, I mean, the project.
Depends on how the talks with Scott go.
That's also true. Imagine Scott's like, yeah, Bite by Night's canon, by the way. I'm working with them to make sure they keep it to canon. No, that would be funny. Yeah, we're pulling Springtrap from Dead by Daylight and replacing him with the Bite by Night sponsorship. But yeah, no, anyway. For Springtrap, what would you do to balance him? First of all, I'm gonna get this out of the way right now. Give them all the same stamina as survivors. Again, make them like slightly faster.
I don't know, because there's so much. A lot of them, barring Ennard for some reason, are usually a lot faster than the survivors.
Well, yeah, that's
which
what
is
I'm
why
saying.
they can still kind of catch up even with like 60, 65, 75 stamina.
Actually, Springtrap has a slower sprint speed than survivors, but he has a slightly faster walk speed.
Yeah.
I would change
And
that, give
speed.
everyone in the game the same walk speed, make the killers, other than the Mimic, obviously, because, you know, they're dead set on making strength mode slower. But Springtrap and Ennard, or the Rotten and the Doppelganger, give them one more sprint speed than the survivors, so they slowly catch up over time, right? And for the Mimic, I think as much as I
You know how
him.
Dead by Daylight fixed looping like almost entirely?
Here's the other thing. This isn't like what I would change about the Mimic, but more so a gripe I have with this game. Every single time we see this guy, he has something to do with costumes. So why did they not give him any of that shit when coming up with his skill set for this game?
Ennard?
Mimic.
Oh yeah, no, I Yeah.
Yeah. Like, they didn't give him any costume-based stuff at all. The only costume, quote-unquote, that you get is the Aftermath skin, is him wearing clothes. That's it. Also, why do they have health if you can't damage them? You don't even see the health in-game. Anyway. Yeah. I, honestly, as much as I clown on him, keep the Mimic the same. I do like the changes they did with him, but give him a projectile. I don't know how you would implement it, but like, you need a projectile to try and prevent looping. Because looping
No,
doesn't make the game fun. It really doesn't. Every killer needs anti-loop. Same thing with Ennard. Same thing I would say with Ennard. But yeah, Springtrap. For Springtrap, I would. You're cutting out. Yo, chat, is this GLaDOS from Portal? Holy. There's some very important information right there. Okay, enough clowning on bro's internet issues.
I've waited years for this.
Okay, Quaz.
Yellow.
Okay, you're back. You were
Yeah.
really cutting out, so I didn't
Yeah,
hear
no,
anything
so it's
of
you.
what
It's just Discord, because Roblox is fine.
Oh. Little help, thank you. My paycheck does depend on it. I get significantly docked pay by dying. It's against corporate policy. But yeah, so for Springtrap, what would you change? I'm just gonna call them the character they look like. I'm not.
Springtrap, I'd probably wanna.
Okay. You saw the parry though, right? You saw that parry. Why did I die?
Yeah, I saw you flash white and you're still dead. Yes, I don't get that.
I guess, bro. Anyway.
Let's see. Springtrap is honestly kind of perfect. I accidentally pressed E. I was trying to use the cameras. Yeah, Springtrap's kind of perfect, honestly.
Here's what I would do. Revert the trap hitboxes back to how they were on launch, but make it to where you can't disarm the traps.
That.
Because the traps just get basically like, if you have a competent team, the traps don't exist. Because
No,
I'd
want to increase the lifetime, but not make it permanent, because now I can't, like, I can't move any of my traps right now.
True. But that's about all I have to say. I think also make the stamina drain slower when you're using the charge ability. Or just make it not drain stamina and have a meter similar to Noli's Void Rush.
Why are you helping now?
But yeah. Mimic, give him a projectile. Also, I would lower the cooldown for swapping modes. Because the way you're meant to play Mimic is swap to Strength to use it for a punish, but by the time you finish the cooldown for swapping to Strength, they're already long gone because they outrun you easily. That's my problem with the Mimic, is you can't use Strength in, like, any scenario other than select circumstances. Because that's how you're supposed to use it, right? You're supposed to use it like your gashing wound or your corrupt nature, where they screw up, you punish them for it. But it takes so
Yeah.
long for the cooldown to come off when you swap that they're already halfway across the map while you're still running low on stamina in the middle because they just outpace you and you don't have your ability come off cooldown fast enough. Um, Also, I'm not sure about the whole numbers to swap thing. Like, I think you should be able to just mouse. I mean, I know you can click on it, but just mouse over it.
Yeah.
Or, like, even A and D, and it just holds you still while you're selecting, potentially. And that's the trade off for having no cooldown.
Kinda hoped you'd put up more of a fight. But
Yeah,
then
I think that's another thing I might do, potentially. It holds you still when you're selecting modes, but it doesn't have a cooldown when you swap abilities, unless that ability is already on cooldown.
So while Discord was bugging, I wanted to, I wanted to kind of pitch like, how I would completely change the Mimic, because their kit's fine. I kind of like it. However, I'm pretty sure it.
Going off of the
I'm pretty-
gameplay of Secret of the Mimic, he should have been a Noli type killer.
Kind of, but so from what I could tell, the Mimic's supposed to be like a smart like AI that can like develop and change based on like stuff that it sees and react like adapt to stuff. So like, what if you could adapt to like what the survivors have or what they use on you?
Like when you kill a fighter, you gain like slight stun immunity, and like
Yeah, or
when
if
you
you
kill
get,
a medic, when you kill a medic or whatever, you can deal bleed damage or whatever to
yeah,
kind of
or
counteract healing a little.
like
Stuff
for
like that.
security guard, if you get like pinged too much, or if you get like pinged too much, you can like get like an aura reveal of your own, or be able to use the security camera to a limited extent.
True. I would have, because the entire point of the entire gameplay and why Secret of the Mimic is scary in the first place is because of that fear that you never know what costume the Mimic's gonna come out of. They really should have captured that here, and I feel like it's a huge missed opportunity that they didn't.
Ennard captures that very well. There's a dude in blue that's the dude in blue. Oh, they're right in front of me.
Oh, that guy's the Mimic or the
Yeah.
Ennard?
Yeah, that dude's Ennard. Yeah.
So, here's the other thing. Battle of the Berry did this, right? Where, I mean, it's just coming out with the update, but that's because build mode is not the best game engine to make games on. Basically, what it's supposed to do is when this killer is active, props spawn around the map for this killer in particular, and they can morph into and swap places with these props.
Hey, you should get off that in a second.
Like that soon.
Yeah. About that soon, yeah.
And that,
Why do
that's
you want
their whole point,
me?
is they're supposed
God
to...
forbid I land an ability.
Got him.
Thank you.
He just ran it. He ran side by side with me, so I just threw it out, and it worked. Did they add a functionality to crouching yet? Because your hitbox doesn't
No, it
move
doesn't
when you
really
crouch.
do anything.
Um,
Makes you harder to see, but that is quite possibly the entire point. You want me to think some generators? Here.
I still
Yeah,
think
they're all,
the
like,
Mimic
back
should
there
have
or
had
something.
something to do with costumes. But yeah. And for Ennard, I feel like Mimic and Ennard should swap. Right? Instead of morphing into dead people, it should be Mimic going into different costumes around the map.
I
And
don't.
Ennard should have different modes based on the different animatronics inside of his body.
I don't know. I quite like how they did Ennard. Finally gave the dude some aura after like years.
I just stood there. I just stood there. I don't know why he didn't expect that. But yeah, just thinking about it from how they work in game and just the lore surrounding each character, I would have swapped the way Ennard and Mimic work and given them, you know, obviously differences based on because they're different characters. But like, you know. Did I just get healed for landing that ability?
I don't know.
That wasn't in the update log. I might just be tweaking.
I mean, if there's something asymmetrical developers are good at, it's not saying anything
True.
majorly like changing something.
I mean, they didn't even talk about DSM. He's the blue guy again, by the way.
Okay.
Is it DSM? What's
Yeah.
it called?
I forgot. It's the one that like reduces
Stamina or whatever. Yeah. The
drain.
tech that was hitting.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Re-added DSD.
Didn't they remove that?
They just.
Oh, okay.
They just took a new update log. Re-added
Yeah,
DSD.
that's.
Spaghetti has a new minion model. Anomaly Wire has a new model. Anomaly minions have a new model.
Who's
Speed mode
calling?
change got reverted.
Oh.
Fixed Mimic Grab, allowing you to swing and hit them. Fixed Enter
Oh, that'll-
Disguise Stab, triggering explode and stab sequence at the same time.
They're turning into the dude with the wings yet again.
Fixed all doors opening at LMS instead of 2. Fixed Entered Explode. That's the only other thing I want to say before I end this video. Ennard's stab when he's disguised, it shows hitboxes all the way through the ability, so the ability should be able to land at any point in the animation, not just when you get to the end of the lunge. If the hitboxes show up the entire time, it should actually be able to land if you're on top of them when you use it.
I have like negative stamina. Oh,
I'm gonna die. So
no you ain't.
get into it.
Block the door. Oh,
Ow.
I did not
don't
expect
know
that
where
to
my
happen.
mouse went.
Wait,
have
I got
no
the
idea
other
where
one.
my
I got
mouse
the other
went.
one.
I would have just opened it early so he wouldn't get the hit in.
Yeah. You know, hindsight.
But yeah, I think that covers everything. I mean, should I make this like every?
No, genuinely, they added that back because it's terrible. Trying to do anything with like 60 stamina. There's a reason why it's there, but having like 120 stamina is also similarly really hard to deal with.
So
as
you
the
know how
survivor.
every big like YouTuber that's emerging right now has their own thing that they do, right? Like that's like they do other stuff, but they have one main series which is just the thing that they're known for. Should I try and make like videos where I go over game updates and stuff from the perspective of a game developer and say what I would and wouldn't change about certain updates? Should I make this a thing?
I don't know if it'll catch on.
I mean, you don't know if you don't try. But
This
the
is
question
true.
Should I try? Where I just hop on
Give
the
it a shot.
game
Everything's
after an
worth trying
update
once.
comes out, talk about the update from what I've seen, talk about what I would change about the game, and we just see how it goes.
That disguise lasted for like half a second.
I'm dead. Never mind. I forgot I somehow gained healing from nothing.
You can like, if you have really low ping, I think you could like force people to like try and hit you instead, like force.
I have really low
You can,
ping.
like,
I know
duck
this
in front of
because I
people.
actually checked what server I was going into before I joined it. Because I have a new extension on
Yeah, I know.
Roblox.com. And it's really nice because if you look at my green box, it's barely behind me at all. It's a lot more noticeable when I'm sprinting, but that's because you're moving faster. But yeah, I think that's everything. I might make this a series. We'll see if it catches on. It's especially gonna get a lot of installments with Forsaken when Forsaken updates, so. Because there's a lot I would change about that game. And I've said this passively on streams, but I would like to get an actual, like, video just covering this. And I've been thinking about it for a while. I am gonna prioritize the other videos that I'm currently working on though. But anyway, I'm gonna end the video here. That was 50 minutes of me yapping about the Bite My Night update and the state of the game currently. I see a lot of potential in this game. And I didn't expect it to be perfect on launch.
No.
Because no game is perfect
This game
on
is
launch.
this is still in beta, but I've learned to just disregard the beta tag. Just because a lot of games just stay in beta like forever because it's a good excuse.
Or alpha. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, live service games that update frequently are basically always in alpha because a new update comes out. And there's a chance that it breaks everything, but a chance that it doesn't. But yeah. I'm gonna make this probably a series where I'll hop on games right after an update, just record, say my honest thoughts, no script, no funny gameplay commentary, just me, the microphone, maybe someone in a call, and I just talk about the updates from the perspective of a game developer. I'm not as big as some of the other guys, so to what extent I can talk on these updates is up to your interpretation, but it is always like, game developers always go to someone outside of the development process to test it,
There we go.
because someone outside of the development process doesn't know how the game's supposed to work, so they're more likely to break the game. So I think the same applies here, where like if game devs from other games, and I feel like this should just become a commonplace thing, where game devs from other games should, since they are game devs and know what it's like to be a game dev, should hop in and say their thoughts on what they could realistically do to change the game up and try to make it better. Yes, that is back.
At some point though, what point is criticism like just like your vision for the game instead of like the people's vision?
That's the thing,
Because
right?
like
Because
a lot of
has
people like a
different
lot of different
experiences,
games.
So it's not like I'm saying, oh, this is what has to happen to the game. It's saying, if I were one of the developers on the project of this game, this is the direction I might try to see if we could go in to see if we can make the game better. I'm not saying I would
That's
force
reasonable.
this upon people. I'm saying if I was a developer on this game, I might try to do it this way and see if we could do that. Why do I
that's
already
reasonable.
have a kill? But yeah, and also
somebody
just,
left, yeah.
and also just, I swapped to, what?
So now you have to wait.
I swapped to stealth and it didn't swap.
Yeah, so even
It's not
strength is
swapping.
kind of. What? Are you stuck in
It's not-
strength?
I'm stuck in strength mode.
Oh yeah, you keep trying to switch. Oh,
It doesn't
at
matter.
least they put it. Yeah, at least they put DSD back in, so strength is actually like all right.
Yeah,
Because
I
without
keep playing
DSD,
the animation.
Strength is
I'm
like you said the
faster
worst
because
one.
I swapped to speed and I am faster. But it's not changing the colors and it's not giving me the abilities, so I could just punch.
Yeah, but I assume you still do the damage.
You would think so, but I've hit this guy like 4 times and he's not dead yet.
Oh.
Wait, let me hit you real quick. Let's see how much damage this actually does.
Well, it'd only do 25, yeah, because I have bonus HP.
Oh, fair enough.
Dude, press X! Drop the thank you!
But yeah,
You are very fast.
for strength mode, yeah. Some
Yeah.
might say I'm cheating, but no, I have video proof because I forgot to hit stop recording that this is a legitimate run where I just got a horrible bug. I'm moonwalking at you. What you gonna do about
Yeah.
that?
Dude, drop! Dude,
Yeah,
I
there's
promise
nothing I
you-
could do. Strength mode
I
is
promise
not
you
meant
the
to
battery
be
is
used
not
as
worth
the
your
only
life.
thing you do. I can't
Yeah,
swap out of
even
strength
if
mode.
it has more, even if it has more speed than usual.
I lose this run just from a bug, which is infuriating, but it is a brand new game, so it's
Yeah.
understandable to an extent. Why is my camera on the floor? They fixed it with Energon, not with the Mimic. saw you go this way. I know you're over here somewhere. Oh no. But yeah. Anyway, that's about everything. But yeah. Just me, a microphone, maybe someone else. And yeah, I feel like genuinely game developers should, and constructive criticism, don't just hop on and say this game sucks, I would be better as a developer. Yeah. But like genuinely, with the knowledge that you have from being a game developer, share that with other game developers. And like, and just kind of like help them to better their games, you know? And if we all do that as game devs,
what are
we
you
can make
supposed to do?
We can make games better.
Wait, while you're kind of bugged, can you test something? Can your M1, ow. Can your, oh yeah, it only does 25 damage.
This sucks.
I don't know how much damage that's supposed to do, but
it's supposed to do 40.
Could you try hitting me through this wall? Ow.
What wall? That
this
one?
Oh.
I guess, bro. But yeah, and also this doesn't just apply to game devs. I mean, it applies more to game devs because game devs have that experience and know what is and isn't possible. But like as a player, you know, say as long as you're constructive about it, maybe sharing like the ideas you see with the game might also help.
Nah.
You know? Because at the end of the day, no one is going to make the perfect game. But we can try to get close at least. We can strive to get close to it. I thought
there are some games I played that are really close. Like, little to no bugs, perfect gameplay loop. Of course, they're all single-player games, though.
Oh yeah, no, it does stretch through invisible walls. That's interesting. I hate this guy is just...
You aren't actually in strength. You seem to be in stealth.
Except my footsteps are here and I can't tunnel her.
Yeah. Because you only do 25 damage and you're faster than strength normally is.
I knew I was gonna get him eventually. But yeah. Like, anyway, I'm probably gonna just cut the recording short here. I can't end it right now because I'm in the middle of a match, but I'll just end it.
I don't think you're liable to win.
I'm really not, because we love games that bug.
They'll fix it next update, trust.
But yeah, I have video proof that this isn't me speed hacking or using... I mean, why would I even do a thing that makes me deal less damage? But... is this gonna hit like a wet noodle? Someone come here and let me try it. Where's the other two? They're both hiding in corners somewhere. I heard that. Dude, I can't. I think it's just permanently in stealth mode.
Yeah, but without any of the buffs of stealth mode.
Yeah. Any of the things that make stealth mode usable. Yeah, and I can't do anything, because I would use stealth mode primarily here. But, I just can't. Because stealth mode is the best mode out of the three that the Mimic has, but yeah.
No. Well, because it nerfs you the least.
Yeah. I think more so just you don't have the loud ass footsteps. But yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
That's
so mad. See, I don't like this low stamina stuff. How did that not hit?
Yeah, you don't even get the 40 damage M1s either.
I know. That just reminded me of that one round I got with you. Where I ran around the thing.
If you can land a hit, you can get the reduced stamina drain.
I can't land a hit, that's the problem.
I'm aware.
Dude, first person is not the play just because it shoves your camera into the floor sometimes. But yeah. Overall thoughts on this update, I do like what they did with most of the killers. I don't like that the Mimic can't be used at all right now. I just need to pick one and stick on them. I was in chase for literally half a second. Genuinely can't do anything about this, and I'm getting loot. Yeah, see, that's the other thing. I would really like more ASIM games to just take a look at their maps and just remove as many loop spots as they can.
The problem is that, like, sometimes loops and good stamina management, like, they're so infuriating to go against a killer, but they're the only way you can win as Survivor in these games, just because no one helps you.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Having loop spots in the game make it to where you don't need teamwork, because you could just loop them like that.
Yeah.
There's no way this guy's missed again. Dude, I would have easily won already if I just had access to any other abilities. Other than just punch. I don't even know where he went. I don't even care. I still want this guy. Finally, I hit him again. Wait, if I... Because allegedly it is swapping my thingy. What if I move to this? Because it's not changing my speed, but it is apparently changing my M1s, because it did change the animation I played, as far as I know. Yeah, it did. So what if this brings back the 40 damage M1s? Just swapping back to strength mode. I hate not being able to sprint. This is really annoying. I hope you know.
Yeah. No, I could believe it.
Because there's genuinely nothing you can do in strength. And this is backing up my point that strength mode low-key sucks.
No, speed sucks. Strength is good. This isn't... With, like, decreased stamina drain and some of the other stuff, strength is pretty good. You can, like, alley-oop, like, a stealth hit into, like, a strength
I hate
hit.
resorting to camping, but it's, like, the only thing I can do at this point. So I'm just not gonna let this guy leave. The other guy could screw off. I'm just gonna kill this guy in particular. There's a
playing,
medic on this map? Where?
They're hiding. They're hiding in the arcade and they haven't stopped. Yet. They're hiding and they haven't stopped since the start of the game.
Yeah, guy's getting out. Can I get the medic at least? Yeah, also just make the 2 thing go for every round, not just LMS rounds, because the killer being able to just stand in the doorway and prevent you from leaving like that, if I was actually able to deal damage to, yeah, 337 damage dealt, that's nothing. If I was able to actually deal damage to these guys and get them low enough to where they're one shot, they wouldn't have been able to get past me there. Maybe one of them because of the kill animation. But that's it. Anyway, yeah, I'm out. See you.
Damn.